I told my sister she was selfish and canceled her engagement dinner at my place. My sister Kayla is 24, and I've been picking up her slack since she was 18. In college, I wrote 3 of her essays. Not edited, wrote. She'd call me crying at midnight the night before a deadline, and I'd sit at my kitchen table typing while she read me the assignment over the phone. When her car broke down in a parking garage at 1 a.m., I drove 40 minutes to get her. When she got dumped freshman year, I sat on her bathroom floor for 2 hours while she cried into a towel. I never asked for anything back. That's just what family does, right? Except somewhere along the way I noticed she never showed up for me. Not once. My brother Danny noticed it too. We talked about it quietly in the kitchen at Thanksgiving 2 years ago, while she sat in the living room scrolling her phone. I finally said something to her last spring, told her straight up it felt one-sided. She got defensive at first, then softened and said she'd do better. She hugged me. I believed her. So when she got engaged to Owen in March and asked if she could host the engagement dinner at my house, I said yes without thinking twice. My place has the backyard, the good lighting, room for 40 people. I spent 6 weeks helping her plan it. I picked out linen rentals with her. I drove to 3 different bakeries so she could taste cake samples. I built a whole spreadsheet for the guest list. Then last Thursday happened. I left work at 4:30 to get my kids from daycare. Same as always. 15 minutes into the drive, traffic on the highway stopped dead. A semi had jackknifed and closed 3 lanes. I sat there for 4 hours. My husband Nathan was in the same mess, a mile behind me, just as stuck. The daycare called at 5:45. I told them I was trying to get there. They told me they charge $100 every 30 minutes past 6. I said I understood. I just couldn't move. Kayla lives 8 minutes from that daycare. Not an estimate. I've timed it. I called her at 5:50 and asked if she could grab my kids and just hold on to them until I could get there. I told her I'd Venmo her whatever she wanted for the trouble. She said no. Said she wanted to relax tonight. I called back 10 minutes later, voice shaking. Told her I was not exaggerating. I was completely stuck. Nathan was stuck too, and there was no one else close enough. She said no again and hung up on me. I sat in my car crying while my kids' daycare bill climbed by the minute. I called my mother-in-law Denise, who lives almost an hour away in the opposite direction of the traffic. She got in her car immediately, hit every red light possible, and still made it before 7. She kept my kids at our house, fed them mac and cheese, and stayed until Nathan and I finally walked in the door at 9:04 p.m. I paid the daycare $412 in late fees that night. Friday I was still shaking with anger, so I didn't say anything yet. I wanted to cool down first. Saturday morning I opened Instagram to post a picture of my kids, and Kayla's story from Thursday night was still up. Timestamp 6:12 p.m. It showed her kitchen counter covered in wine bottles and takeout containers, 4 of her friends laughing around her island. The caption said, "No better way to unwind before the big day." 6:12. That's 22 minutes after she hung up on me the second time. She wasn't relaxing alone. She had people over. She'd made those plans before I even called her. That's when the anger stopped being hot and turned into something colder. I texted her Sunday night. I kept it short. I wrote that family is supposed to help each other, and it's become clear she only ever wants help, never gives it. I told her I would not be hosting her engagement dinner, and I was done doing her favors. She called me screaming within 4 minutes, told me I was blowing one bad night out of proportion. I told her about the Instagram story, and read her the timestamp out loud. She went quiet for a second, then said I was twisting things, that having friends over doesn't mean she saw my texts. I asked her why she never replied to a single one of my 6 calls that night, if she never saw them. She had no answer for that. She called me petty and selfish instead, and hung up on me for the 3rd time that week. Monday morning, Owen texted me. Not Kayla, Owen. He said he'd seen the messages and the Instagram post, and he was sorry, and he understood if I didn't want to host anymore. He asked if I could still send him the caterer's number, since the backup venue Kayla booked charges almost triple what I would have. I sent him the number. I told him I hoped the wedding went well for him. I did not offer my house again. I'm moving to Spotify. Search TurtStories and follow.